Hello, world. When you realize this one thing, it's going to make it so much easier to bring things that you think about, which is in the non-physical, into your physical world. Once you understand it, how it works, you know it works, but the key is knowing how it works so you can use it. So, you have your spiritual, mental, and physical. In the spiritual world, everything exists. It is like a buffet of a bunch of stuff, desires, anything that you want in the spiritual realm, in the spiritual world, where you get the downloads. I want to be this. I want to be that. I want that car. I want that house. I want this amount of money. So in the spiritual, the non-physical, you manifest instantly. In the spiritual, everything is existing all the time. Think about how you get your thoughts. They're coming from somewhere. You're not in control of your thoughts. Okay. Try to stop thinking. Don't worry about it. I know you can't. Because your brain is like an antenna picking up a lot. Your conscious is limited. It only picks up so much. Your subconscious is unlimited. It is picking up like a computer, gigabytes of information all the time when you just sitting here. But the spiritual, everything is existing. The minute that you want it, you put it to you. Okay? It is like instant. It's like, it's a lot of stuff I could want, do, be, have. Just let me set my intention. Let me grab that, this buffet, this world buffet. I want to be that. I want to experience that. I want to experience that. Then, stepping down to the mental. This is where the work begins. This is where that consistency, that persistent, that visualizing what you thought about in the spiritual. We're at the mental part. This is where the work starts. This is where the work begins. See, your conscious part is like the start. It picks up whatever you want, bam. And your subconscious is the finisher. It's fit to do things that you don't understand and how it's going to start making things shift for your reality. But you got to have an intent. Where do you get the intent from? When you thought about it, you said, I want this. I want to be that. I want to have that. I want to experience that. Then you hold to that intention. You visualize it. You think about it. See, you got to think about it. Think about the life you want more than thinking about the life you don't want. So if you could think about the life that you do want, at least 52%, that's a little bit more than half of thinking about the life that you don't want. You're going to start manifesting and pulling things in existence. And then you're going to get stronger with using your mind, because you understand it and know how it works. So we're at the spiritual, the non-physical, to the mental, to where we visualize, we think about it. We think about it so much that it becomes normal. It is not even a surprise to you when you first had the intent. Man, I want that car. Ooh, that car's gonna be nice. I want that house. I'm gonna be set. I'm gonna be fine. Kids, family's gonna be happy. You thinking about it so much that you don't even have that type of feeling no more. It has become normal. And when it becomes normal, here comes the detachment. You detach from wanting and thinking about it so much to where you go to this belief, to this knowing that it's coming, because these feelings will start arriving as your intent gets more clearer and in detailed. And you're gonna be like, your subconscious is gonna be like, I got it. Let me go on and do the work. But if you like keep wanting it when you've already in the spiritual realm got it, that's where the block comes. That's where it's like, you already got it. You already manifested it up here and you still want it. I can't give you what you already have. Stop wanting it. Detach from it. Know that it's coming in. Believe that it's coming in. Things will continue to shift for it to be brought into your existence. On a science quantum level, everything exists in waves, and you're breaking it down into particles and then to critical mass. So it's like, the more I visualize myself with it, the more I have feelings about it, the more I have that feeling I know I'm gonna get it, you collapse the wave into the critical mass. I know it seems like weird and maybe like far-fetched and something like, yeah, right. But think about how everything came to be. At one point, it's just out there because you're not thinking about nothing that doesn't exist. Get that? You're not thinking about, oh, I came up with that. No. What you're thinking about already exists. Think about that. So when people come up with an idea to do something, that idea or image or thought already existed in the quantum field. And so it's like, I want to do that. You would never even came up with the thought if it wasn't out there, is what I'm saying. So you're not creating nothing. You're manifesting, bringing something from the non-physical into the physical that was already out there. Everything is already out there. Everything is like a buffet for us to have. It's just what you want. It's just what you want to experience. Now, when it comes to breaking it down to the critical mass, it takes a little bit of time to get it from here to there. But as far as you manifesting it, it's done. Just like you order a package, it's going to take a little bit of time for it to get to your house. Even though you manifested it on the phone. Yep, that's what I want. Okay, it's on the way. And depending on your alignment, because alignment is crucial. Depending on your alignment, the faster it comes in. Depending on if you have any blocks or not, you will slow the package from coming in. See, you can't want that, feel good about that, manifest that, and then start having doubts about it's coming. Sometimes it's like the minute people give up, the minute it was going to come in. It's like they've reached that tipping point, like, man, this sucks. Man, this don't work. Man, I'm gonna do something else. It was damn near at the door, and somebody called the driver and said, delete that package. They don't want it no more. Because the block is the timing, which there is none. It's taking too long. What else I gotta do? I've been believing for so long. I mean, all our life, there's been this phrase going on, whether it's from the Bible or any spiritual teachings back in the day, that things have their divine timing. So if something has a divine timing, it is surely different from this linear time. And we're caught up in this linear time where we're thinking, man, it's been a week, it's been 2 weeks, and still no evidence. Things are getting shifted to happen for you. If you believe and you do these things, it's coming. But you got to hold it in the mind so you can hold it in the hand. You got to hold it in your mind so you can see it in your 3D world. When you have doubts, when you have worry, when you're sending out that wrong vibration, you're putting a halt on it. It's like slowing down. Package then went to another location. We got to get the package back. It's going to take a little bit longer because he threw us off with this bad vibration. You know, it was coming. We had a few hiccups, but it was coming. You know, and he's starting to give up. Send the package back. Not send it back, but stop it. Slow it down until he realigns himself to receive the package. But being funny with an analogy, but you get what I'm saying with this. Like, you have to have what they talk about, unwavering faith. When your faith is unwavering, there's nothing that's gonna stop or thwart the whole plan. There's nothing that's gonna, nothing nobody can say, nothing that can happen in this world that's gonna say, I don't believe no more. I know I'm fit to do this. When you have that unwavering faith. See, you have a little bit of faith, but then you have unwavering. That faith of knowing, like, I don't care. I think unwavering faith puts you in a little bit of that delusion. Like, I don't care what nobody says. I'm getting it. I want it, whether they believe or not. I know, I feel I can have these things. Do you know that's how people created some of the best stuff in the world? Was ignoring their 3D reality and stuff, like what people said, things that was occurring right here, and was strongly believing in what they wanted to do and was very passionate about it until package came and manifested into their 3D world. It was already manifested in their brain. Get that. It was already up here. It was already in the spiritual when they pulled it, you know. So you manifest instantly in the spiritual, non-physical realm. You bring it down, use your mental to water the seed that you planted. If you had watered a seed and you checked on that seed, like, I don't think this thing is growing. Let me go pull it, let me go look at it and disturb it right quick. Let me check and see if it got roots. You stop the process of that seed. Same thing with bringing things into your physical reality. I don't believe it's going to work. You stopping the process. You're blocking the process. So I tend to talk more about a lot of stuff than just the manifesting part. Like, because I believe through my experience, if you can remove all the blocks, if you can train yourself to be in a good vibration with the attitude of gratitude, manifesting is going to come easy, because you're going to stay in alignment with your desires and attract them really fast. But if you say, I want to manifest this, and you don't have like the toolkit to navigate through life, it's going to make it challenging to manifest. You could have a thing with worry. You could have a block about money. You could have depression. You could have a lot of different. You could have like a low self-concept about yourself. You don't really like yourself. You got all these blocks that will prevent you from bringing that package in. You know, so if we can remove all the blocks, what could stop anything from coming in? From that spiritual to your mental to your physical world, what could stop it? That's the thing that I learned. At the beginning, I was wanting a lot of stuff, but I had all these blocks my subconscious mind was running off of, and I was wondering why they wasn't coming into my existence, because I had blocks. So with that said, when I'm like using your mental to bring it into existence, you gotta ask yourself, what is my dominant thought through the day, through the week? Am I at night maybe thinking about my desire and then letting things in my current reality, which I told you to ignore, Am I letting those trigger me to thinking about things that I shouldn't be thinking about? Are there triggers in my current situation that makes me say, or that gets me mad and puts me at a low vibration? Are there people that trigger me that maybe say, man, we need to stay working, or is it anything? What is your dominant thought? Are you dominantly thinking about your desires? Are you dominantly in that feel-good state? Man, here's a tip. Focus on your desire. Put your desire as your screensaver. Set your alarm for lunchtime. Think about your desire. Set your alarm for the evening time. Think about your desire. But in the evening, establish some feelings about it. Feel good. Get in detail with it. Repeat that process. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. You're giving more time on the thing that you do want and less time on the thing that you don't want. That's how you're going to be able to bring it into your 3D world. You have to think about more of what you want and less of what you don't want. That is a distraction and a block every time you think about what you don't want. You don't know what it's doing mentally, and you don't know what it's doing to your vibration. Because if you're thinking about what you don't want, you're probably not that happy about it. So we got to know and understand these things. Teachers will say instant manifestation because it manifests instantly here. Now, your job is to visualize, get clear on your intention and in detail. And once it's pushed from your conscious past your critical divide part of your mind into the subconscious, it's done. So in that whole process, things are shifting really, and you got to be able to use your gut to recognize the signs of these things and be so tapped in and tuned in and know, like, man, that person came to me for a reason. I was at that point to where I was telling people, like, you came to me for a reason, because I had that gut feeling. There's no coincidences. Why are you coming around me with the thing that I need to do, or why am I around you helping you? There's no coincidences. You've either attracted me or I attracted you on some type of energetic level, but you have a strong gut feeling about these things. So let me wrap this up. You manifest instantly. You get your intention from your conscious, like giving you the idea. That's the start. The subconscious is the finish. But you're bringing something from the non-physical and from the spiritual world to your mental faculties, to where you do the work, and then it comes into your 3D world. Everybody that has created something has boom, boom, boom. It's like a drop down. Here to there, they're thinking about it, they're studying on it, they're using your mental faculties to investigate it, to use their gut feeling, then it comes in 3D. But it first starts in the non-physical. Hello, world.